when Karen mocked the ramp that helped an old woman enter her own home. She thought she was just enforcing neighborhood rules. But when court day came and the judge entered in a wheelchair, everything flipped. "What is that ugly thing doing on your porch?" That's what Karen, the president of the local HOA, shouted loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear. She was pointing at a brand new wheelchair ramp that James had installed for his elderly mother. Karen didn't ask questions. She didn't care about reasons. All she saw was something that, in her words, ruined the aesthetic of the neighborhood. But what she didn't know was that karma was about to roll in. Literally, James had just moved into the quiet suburban neighborhood with his mom, Linda, a sweet woman in her 70s who had recently had both knees replaced. She needed a wheelchair for mobility, and James, being a good son, built a safe and clean wooden ramp at their front entrance. But Karen, the HOA president, went ballistic. She stormed over the next morning, arms crossed, face tight. "This wasn't approved," she barked. "You're violating HOA regulations. That thing needs to be gone within 7 days or you'll face daily fines." James tried to explain it was a medical necessity, that it was temporary, that it was his mother. Karen didn't care. To her, the look of the neighborhood mattered more than human dignity. James filed an official request with the HOA for an exemption, including doctor's notes and ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act guidelines. Karen denied it without even reading. Instead, she started harassing James, taking photos, leaving warning letters, even mocking Linda from afar, calling her the queen on wheels. Neighbors began whispering. Some were uncomfortable, but no one stood up. Karen had intimidated the whole block for years. But James, he wasn't going down. Without a fight, James took the case to court, citing disability discrimination and violation of federal ADA protections. Karen showed up confident. Smirking, she even brought photos of the ramp to show how ugly it looked. Then the judge entered. But something made the entire courtroom go silent. The judge was in a wheelchair. Karen's face turned white. The judge heard both sides calmly, professionally. Then, turning to Karen, he said, "You do realize what you've done is not just morally wrong, it's federally illegal, right?" Boom! The courtroom gasped. Karen was fined. The HOA was ordered to update their policies, and James was allowed to keep the ramp permanently. Karen was removed as HOA president after neighbors petitioned. James and his mother, they're still there, peaceful and respected. And the best part, that judge later told James privately, "Thank you for standing up. Not just for your mother, but for every disabled person who's ever been made to feel like a burden." So the next time someone mocks compassion, remember, justice rolls in many forms. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe every underdog deserves a win. Let the Karens laugh, the farmers grow legacy.